I did onions and I got a very nice variety. So we planted red coach F1 and it did so well, even amidst all the issues about water, when the solar pump was not working and everything. And some of them dried up, but the onions did quite well. That I didn't even expect to harvest as much. So today we harvested the onions. I'm going to show you how we um, removed that, and also something to do with how we dried them and how I removed the the ends, or cured them for storage. It's almost we are in almost in this in February, and I'm still using those onions that we planted or that I harvested. So it's quite encouraging, and I'm going to do that again. The cucumbers are doing so well, and what I'm showing you right here is some dania that I planted on what is it called, on tires. So we just took tires, old tires, and we planted dania in them, and that will be the next video or upcoming video from the channel. So yeah, watch out for that. The cucumbers did so well. We've been harvesting cucumbers every week, and I didn't expect that. Actually, it was my first crop to grow, to try out, like, out of the blues, and they're doing quite well. And I'm also selling because I can't consume all. So today we are just going to harvest our onions, um, package them, like put them somewhere, and then I'm going to show you how we are going to dry that. Onion is a very good crop when you want to start small, depending with your soil, of course. It's a crop that takes 90 days from uh, seedlings to to the harvest period. So it will take 90 days, three months or so. So yeah, it's a crop that is not it's I find it pest resistant, so it's not as it will not disturb you as much, or it will not require a lot of attention as tomatoes. So it's quite um it's a good crop to plant, and more so it's a good crop for beginners. So if you're a beginner and you want to just set up your small nursery, I would advise you to go with onions. The other thing with onions, aside from the pest diseases, it will not require a lot of time, because when you plant, the only thing that you'll do is just fertilizer application. Then you can do any pest control if you have pests on your crop, and then just good watering, simple management, and you will have your onions. Here we also have the carrots. So the carrots, we're going to harvest the carrots the first mid-February. I'm going to do a video on carrots when we do the harvesting. And yeah, it was amazing, and the carrots are quite huge. Actually, it's amazing how they've come through. But yeah, we also had the corn. So that's the corn that is there. um we will be harvesting our corn around late February or early March, and then dry them up, and mostly we will be using them for our own consumption. So that's the field that has the corn. Yeah, so this is how we dried our onions. So we spread them, I put them on a shed after harvesting, and then we spread them out just to allow them to dry for a few days, which is essential for curing. And yeah, I found the bulbs were quite large. For a first trial, I would say that they did quite well, and the variety was Red Coach F1. We are going to do another. Uh, we are going to plant more onions mid-February or early February. Yeah, because this was quite exciting. So we are going to do a bigger portion on onions. We're going to put them under drips, and we are also going to put them under furrow irrigation, because the land is not, I've not installed drips at some parts of the piece. So we're going to do furrow or basin irrigation for the onions. And this time round I'll just concentrate with two crops, that is onions and cabbages. So for the onions, you just take a scissors, and after you dry them for a while, for 2 to 3 days, you just take a scissors and you remove the top part, uh, as also as a good measure for curing them out. I would have left them on the farm to dry, but it was during December season and also January, and I wanted to carry them for my own consumption. So that's why I had to cut off the edges. But as you can see, the the leaves are dry, they're already nicely cured, and the onions can stay or store up to even 6 months. So it's a crop that will not give you a lot of headache when you do not have ready market or when the prices are not good enough. So this is just me doing the curing process, so that I can carry them for my own consumption. I've not bought onions on the farm. Currently, onions are going at about $15 per kg. I've not bought that, and therefore it's quite a good saving for my household. And yeah, so that's how we cure them. Maybe on the comment section you can tell me how you do it on your farm, so that I can also learn, is this the right way that you do it, or do you have another simpler way, or a good way that you follow when you grow your onions. I would also want to know if there's anything that you'd like me to showcase in my next videos, mostly uh, onion planting, harvesting, and how you can make money in onion farming. Uh, so we did harvest quite a big, a huge, I think a few kgs, which was exciting and I loved it. So it's a crop that I have some interest in, because I didn't find it tiresome, or it didn't require a lot of my time. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining Movie Farm. If this is your first time on the channel, thank you. We appreciate. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can also share this video to your friends for our support. We would love that, and we appreciate. If you're a returning viewer, we thank you so much. We love you. Movie Farm is a small farm or upcoming 10-acre farm that will teach you how to grow your own food, have sustainable farming, and we are going to grow as a channel, and we appreciate. Thank you so much. So yes, sometimes starting a farm can be challenging, but it's also it has its own returns, or it pays, because if I had not planted these onions, I would be buying them, and therefore I'm happy that I'm not buying onions this season, and that I've grown something that I know is pest free, has been watered properly, and it does not have a lot of chemicals. And that's all about sustainable living, growing your own food, and also starting small. If you have a small piece of land, onion can be very, it has a good, a high return as compared to other crops, because the prices for onions will always be skyrocket, will always be going up, or you'll always find market for onion, because each household uses an onion every day. So it's not something that someone can choose not to eat. So the market is there. I would encourage you to just research. And if you don't have a big piece, or if you just want to learn, please just start small. Don't wait. It's quite encouraging that you can start farming with a small piece of land, and grow your way up as you learn about the pests and diseases, and varieties to plant, or what the local market wants. So this is a challenge for 2024. What are you waiting for? Um, just go out there, plant something, and one step at a time. And don't look at the big capital of how much do you need. Um, Start with what you have, and with that you're going to get motivated. You're going to realize that it's something that can be done. So that's my word for you in 2024, and encourage you to join us in farming, because this is it. You can make money in farming. You can use the crops to feed your families, and you can also share to your community uh, as you grow as a farmer. Thank you so much for being here. Just look out for my next video, and let me know if you have any questions or any comments that you would like me to to do in my next videos, in upcoming videos in 2024. And yeah, let's grow. Let's start small, and let's grow. Thank you.